Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your Welcome to your new love in May 2009 reading, tarot reading. There you go. I said it correctly. Let me just plug in my electrical thingamajig. Oh, good. I'm glad to see the star card make an appearance. I've been getting some repeats with certain cards, like, speak of, I don't want to say speak of the devil, because this is like, the sun is more of an angel. Wow. Okay. The heart of the matter is the Three of Wands. This is about Scorpio not only looking for new love, but looking for new horizons, or a new horizon, something more expansive than your current state. Maybe you feel like you've been in a rut and you want to branch out. You want to, I don't know, have a relationship with a different type of person. Maybe the type of person that you have been with has been it's been like a pattern that you want to break. And in the past position, we have the King of Wands. So, yeah, well, I guess we only got 2 Wands cards for some reason. Oh, the Sun card is Leo. Okay, see, that's the fire sign. Wands represent fire. So, and I don't know if the King of Wands is, connected specifically to Leo out of all the fire signs, but I always associate royalty with Leo, whether it's king or queen, kings or queens. So it's possible that the King of Wands is a Leo, and this person, you're attracted. You tend to be attracted to Leos because you're both fixed signs, and it's like a physical chemistry. So whether or not it translates to a good romantic relationship is a different story, because fixed signs do tend to irritate one another. So that same irritation that can cause conflict can also cause incredible sexual chemistry. And that may be what has happened in the past for you, but you perhaps are like resolute that you're looking for more than that. And maybe that's what that Three of Wands represents. And the King can also represent, this could be the father of your child. And this is the person that you are connected to through a child, but you have had to put this person on the back burner now. The higher message is the star card. I was going to say the Aquarius person, because this is associated with Aquarius, another fixed sign that you might find yourself attracted to, but an air sign. As the higher message, this is a card of inspiration, of healing, of hope restored. So maybe you've been through a disappointment with this Leo individual, or whoever this fire energy is. Perhaps they have been controlling. By the way, the King of Wands to me can be like your father, especially if your father was one of those kind of guys who was larger than life. And maybe he wasn't a bad guy. I'm not saying that you have daddy issues because of a bad thing. Maybe nobody has ever matched him. Maybe he really was your protector and he cherished you. I'm talking about especially if you're a woman. If you're a guy, I don't know how that would work out. I think that there's like a special thing with fathers and daughters. So, and talking about a daughter who grows up to, to be looking for a man and comparing a man to her father, that's not fair, because everybody is their own person. But you may do that. And maybe if your father has passed, the star card could be that he is guiding you and still connected to you, because the star card sometimes can be like your loved ones who are still kind of like in contact with you or helping you. Or your spirit guides, I guess it could also be. But I'm talking about specifically because the King of Wands is in the past position. So to me, it's suggesting something that has come and gone. And in some cases, if you had a father who was a little bit domineering or controlling and overbearing, and you tend to be attracted to that type of man, in order to break the pattern, you have to make that connection. But I don't see the King of Wands like that. I think if he is reversed, that he would be more of the kind like that. I see this guy as being more of a person who is an alpha male. Doesn't have to be a macho man, but he's like a very confident and take charge kind of a guy. And you may be disappointed by the kind of men that you have been meeting and comparing them to your father, and realizing that they have their own strengths and your father had his own weaknesses, and that you cannot, it's not fair to compare anybody to another person, because there is no comparison. Nobody can take the place of somebody else. What crosses you is represented by the Five of Swords. This is a card of backbiting and deceptive characters. Now, that's why I'm saying this kind of a person may be in your past. Maybe this is your tendency to attract this type of a person. Maybe even this is like a cheater type of an individual. I want to say Gemini, but with swords, if it is a specific sign, but I don't want to limit it to that. The Five of Swords can be somebody who, there's more though than that person. There could be other people involved here. So this could be like that you are and with a Scorpio, sometimes a Scorpio person, when they're not on their best behavior, can get lured into drama with multiple parties. So the infamous Scorpio intensity that is also about being very having trust issues can lead you to get involved with the other party and like fight for this person who is cheating, which would be a disaster. So if you have been involved with someone who has cheated on you, it is time to look for greener pastures, like or wider pastures, and to expand maybe into a different type of person. Three of Wands. Expand into the type of person that you're looking for a totally different type of person. And, even with the King of Wands, maybe that should be your template or the thing that you are looking for. Somebody more like your father. It could be the flip side of what I said. It could actually be that you need to look for somebody like him, and that you've been settling for less. That the Five of Wands is a type of person, a deceptive person. A person who is not willing to settle down and is maybe dating multiple other people. and dating being a very loose term. What's coming in, or the advice, is represented by the Sun card, choosing love. Why are these cards falling out of my hand? Choosing love, and also, I actually picked this up right, and also could be a Leo, could be that love is coming in a big way for you. This is like such a positive card in the major arcana, Scorpio. So maybe it's a Sag. I got the Sun card for Sagittarius. So maybe this is the fire sign that you're really meant to be with, is Sagittarius. And the outcome is the Ace of Swords. This is a card of clarity and having that ability to see, again, with that Five of Swords being about deception. It's interesting. I didn't always notice this. You see that there's, in this card it doesn't show, I don't think that, I guess there's water below. But I've seen in the Rider-Waite deck that I think the sword is coming out of the water. But the point is to see things as they really are. With the Five of Swords, you may have been deceived in a past relationship, and now you're very clear on what you don't want and what you do want in a relationship. And this makes it more possible, Scorpio, for you to get what you want and to have a long-term relationship where you're not having to be just one of a crowd like the Five of Swords. But you have that type of relationship that Scorpio really wants, which is a very intense relationship. You rule the house of intimacy. But it's not just about sexual intimacy. It's about like that soul mate relationship, type of relationship. And my partner's always telling me that I should promote my ebook more. So when I said soulmate, I did write a book called Manifest Your Soulmate. So if you don't know how to even like know what to look for in a soulmate or how to go about it, I have an ebook on my website, and I also do love readings, and so you can check me out at rainamoonastrology.com. The link is below. Have a great month, Scorpio. Take care.